breaking news, Gervonta "Tank" Davis came out publicly leaking Eddie Hearn offer for the Conor Benn fight, which was an initial offer of $10 million plus pay-per-view sales and ticket sales.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis just revealed the reason why he rejected the Conor Benn fight. Now, you were probably surprised when Tank showed interest in fighting Conor Benn, a boxer who fights at welterweight and light middleweight. Tank, on the other hand, has firmly stated that he intends to stay at lightweight for as long as possible. He therefore showing interest in Benn was confusing to many. After a week of drama where Benn and Tank took several jabs at each other on social media to build anticipation for the fight, Tank abruptly rejected an offer from Matchroom Boxing's Eddie Hearn, who is also a promoter for Benn, and moved on to pursue a fight with Frank Martin. The fight with Frank Martin now appears to be a done deal and is scheduled to take place in June 2024. Eddie Hearn recently told IFL TV, "We made him an offer which he felt he didn't want to discuss further. It was over the $10 million guaranteed, but it also had PPV bonuses beyond that and gate bonuses beyond that. So it could have been $20 million, could have been $25 million, but he didn't really want to discuss it. I made him an offer that I felt was an offer that was quite powerful for the fight and could also lead to a lot more than that beyond the basics, but, you know, I think he probably doesn't really understand the dynamic of the deal, the numbers. I might go back." We should have all moved on from the Tank versus Benn drama after fresh speculation about Tank's upcoming fight with Frank Martin. However, Tank did not think it was right and recently stirred new drama by leaking Eddie Hearn's offer for the Benn fight on social media. TalkSport's Michael Benson posted Tank's social media story on X, along with Benn's response and Tank's response to Benn thereafter. In the caption, Benson wrote, "Gervonta Davis publicly leaking Eddie Hearn's offer for the Conor Benn fight today, which was a guaranteed purse of $10 million plus an unspecified percentage of PPV and ticket sales. Davis has now agreed to fight Frank Martin instead." Eddie Hearn was ready to offer Tank a $10 million guaranteed deal to fight a fighter who isn't very popular in the boxing world. Despite being the son of a successful boxer in Nigel Benn, Conor hasn't achieved anything of note. He doesn't have any titles, nor has he fought any big names. Despite this, Tank was going to earn a massive $10 million paycheck, and as stated by Hearn, Tank could earn up to $20 to $25 million from this fight. Now, Tank seems to have misunderstood the offer because he thought Hearn would offer him a $25 million deal for the fight. This excludes the add-ons, which include ticket sales and PPV buys. Following Tank's leak, Conor Benn took a jab at the Baltimore boxer, writing, "Clearly, Gervonta doesn't know what upside means. Stick to fighting women." Tank's response to Benn was quick. He wrote, "You will beat the dog shit out of you. We all know this. I was just trying to be good for the sport and beat your ass in your hometown, but the spoon-fed white boy keeps trying to cheat me out of my fucking money, bitch." So, Tank was prepared to fight Conor Benn at a higher catchweight and was even willing to fight in the UK, where Benn is from, and he wanted a $25 million deal, excluding add-ons. Now, many people believe that Tank never intended to fight Benn, and that this was just a clever ploy by him to divert attention from the ongoing negotiations between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. In the high-stakes world of professional boxing, strategic maneuvering outside the ring can be just as crucial as the performance within it. Tank showcased his acumen for navigating the complex dynamics of boxing promotions and rivalries. Amidst the swirling rumors and negotiations, Davis's interest in a fight with Conor Benn appeared to be more than just a pursuit of a new opponent. It was a calculated move to stir the pot of drama and maintain relevance in a rapidly evolving narrative dominated by his biggest rival, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. At the heart of this strategic play was the timing. Haney, a formidable force in the lightweight and junior welterweight division, was in the midst of negotiations for a highly anticipated bout with Ryan Garcia, another popular star. This fight between Haney and Garcia was set to capture the boxing world's attention, potentially sidelining other fighters from the spotlight. Davis, ever the competitor, sought to pivot the narrative in his direction, engaging in public negotiations for a fight with Benn. This move was not just about securing another fight, it was about ensuring that the boxing community remained fixated on Davis and his next steps. Davis's negotiation with Benn, however, was short-lived. Once the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was officially announced, Davis's interest in the Benn fight waned, leading to a rejection of the offer. This sequence of events suggests that Davis's initial push for the Benn fight was a strategic ploy designed to create drama and ensure that his name remained on the lips of boxing fans and pundits. By injecting himself into the conversation at a critical moment, Davis managed to divert some attention away from the Haney versus Garcia negotiations, demonstrating his knack for self-promotion and understanding of the boxing business. This maneuver by Davis underscores a broader trend in professional boxing, where fights are made not just in gyms and training camps, but also in the court of public opinion. The ability to generate interest, stir controversy, and remain relevant in the media landscape is increasingly becoming part of a fighter's arsenal. Davis's play, while not leading to a fight with Benn, succeeded in keeping him in the spotlight, proving that in the world of boxing, the battles fought outside the ring are just as important as those waged within it. Speaking of the offer for the Conor-Benn fight, it was a great deal for Tank on the economic side. However, this was a challenging fight, especially since Benn is a middleweight who went up to 170 pounds in his last fight against Peter Dobson. Tank versus Benn seems impossible to make since Tank doesn't want to move up in weight. Tank's promoter Mayweather Promotions recently dispelled all rumors about Tank moving up in weight. Leonard Ellerbe, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, shared his thoughts on Tank Davis moving up in weight in the future, emphasizing the complexities of such a decision. Ellerbe highlighted that Davis is naturally comfortable at 135 pounds and dismissed the notion of dictating which weight class Davis should compete in. He stressed that Davis has the capability to make 130 pounds if necessary, indicating Davis's versatility across weight classes. However, Ellerbe also acknowledged the challenges of moving up to 140 pounds, noting Davis's physical dimensions and the increased resistance from naturally bigger fighters at that weight. Ellerbe's comments suggest a cautious approach to the idea of Davis campaigning at higher weight classes, considering both the physical and strategic implications. Despite acknowledging Davis's success at higher weight classes, including his victory over Mario Barrios, Ellerbe pointed out Davis's own concerns about the power and durability of fighters at 140 pounds. This insight reveals the internal discussions within Davis's camp about the best path forward in his career, balancing the pursuit of legacy-defining fights with the realities of competing against larger opponents. Moreover, Ellerbe's remarks reflect a broader strategy for managing Davis's career, focusing on maximizing his strengths and minimizing risks. While the allure of big fights at higher weight classes is undeniable, Ellerbe's comments underscore a preference for Davis to fight where he is most comfortable and effective. This approach prioritizes Davis's long-term success and health over the immediate gratification of high-profile matchups at a potentially disadvantageous weight class.
Tank could make 30, okay? Tank could make 30 if he had to. He's comfortable at 35, okay? Nobody's gonna tell Tank what weight class he's going to, what he's doing. Fuck all that. That's never...
This is why Tank is now all set to face Frank Martin in June. A Tank versus Frank Martin fight is great for Tank career-wise. Since his early 2023 triumph over Ryan Garcia at catchweight, Davis has been on the lookout for his next challenge. Enter Frank Martin, a rising star in the lightweight division, whose name has been floated as a potential opponent for Tank's much-anticipated return to the ring. While at first glance, the fight might seem like a mismatch in terms of experience and accolades, a deeper analysis reveals why this matchup is not just a great fight for Tank's career, but also a strategic move in the chess game of professional boxing. Frank Martin, though lacking the championship belts and widespread recognition that Davis commands, is no pushover. As a rising star in the lightweight division, Martin has demonstrated skill, resilience, and a hunger that has caught the eye of boxing aficionados. His unblemished record and reputation as a hard-hitting, technically sound fighter make him an intriguing opponent for anyone in the division. For Tank, a fighter who has already achieved a great deal and faced some of the best in the sport, Martin represents a fresh challenge. A bout with Martin is not just a fight, it's an opportunity for Davis to showcase his abilities against a new breed of fighter, one who is eager to make his mark at the expense of established champions. For Davis, the fight against Martin is a calculated step in his career. Having not fought since his victory over Garcia, Tank needs a comeback fight that will not only shake off any ring rust, but also reassert his dominance in the lightweight division. Martin, with his combination of youth, skill, and ambition, provides the perfect foil for such a comeback. A victory over Martin would send a clear message to the division and the boxing world at large. Tank Davis is back and as formidable as ever. The economic disparity between a fight with Martin versus a more established name like Benn or even a blockbuster bout with Devin Haney is significant. Martin, despite his potential, does not bring the same level of PPV draw or gate revenue as a fight with a more renowned opponent would. This decision by Davis to pursue a fight with Martin, therefore, raises eyebrows in terms of financial gain. However, it's essential to consider the long-term strategy at play. A spectacular win over Martin could serve as a springboard for bigger and more lucrative fights down the line, rekindling interest in Davis's career and increasing his marketability for future PPV events. Choosing to fight Frank Martin is a testament to Davis's confidence in his abilities and his team's strategic planning. It's a move that acknowledges the importance of staying active and relevant in a rapidly evolving sport. Moreover, it's a nod to the tradition of boxing, where champions take on all comers, using each fight as a stepping stone towards greater challenges and rewards. For Davis, the fight against Martin is an opportunity to showcase his skills, engage with a new wave of boxing talent, and set the stage for the next chapter of his career. Now, if Tank is really interested in taking his career to the next step, both economically and in terms of legacy, a showdown with eternal rival Devin Haney is a necessary step. Tank has avoided Haney for far too long and was also offered his biggest deal for this fight.
I'm gonna say it again. The only way Gervonta can make more than $20 million guaranteed, plus pay-per-view, is by fighting Devin Haney. That's it.
Now, many might be thinking that Tank versus Ryan Garcia was the biggest fight for Tank. However, that fight barely made Tank $10 million, including his 50% share of the PPV buys. That is less than what Tank could make from the Benn fight, but more than the Frank Martin fight. However, a few months back, Eddie Hearn and the Haneys offered Tank a contract worth $20 million, which could make Tank a lot of money. Unfortunately, however, Tank ended up rejecting this offer. The original $20 million offer was made by Bill Haney, Devin's dad and manager. The proposed bout, set to take place in Saudi Arabia or another overseas location, was not just a lucrative financial opportunity, but also a significant sporting challenge, pitting two of the sport's top talents against each other. The magnitude of the offer reflects the high regard in which both fighters are held. Haney, at just 25 years of age, has already established himself as a formidable force in the lightweight and junior welterweight divisions. His unblemished record and status as a world champion in two weight classes make him one of the most sought-after opponents in boxing. On the other hand, Davis, known for his explosive power and technical skill, has become a major draw in the sport, with a fan base eager to see him tested against the best. The decision by Davis to decline this offer therefore raised eyebrows and sparked widespread speculation. In the world of boxing, where the pursuit of glory and financial gain often go hand in hand, turning down such a significant purse is unusual. Theories about Davis's decision ranged from strategic career planning to possible contractual obligations with Prime Video, who just announced a multi-year deal to stream live boxing events. With Tanks rejecting the $20 million offer, Eddie Hearn opened up about the complexities and challenges involved in making a fight between the two a reality. Hearn expressed his willingness to engage with Davis, reaching out to him with substantial offers, including the notable $20 million for the fight. This offer, extended by Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father and manager, was not just a financial proposition, but also a significant opportunity in the boxing world. However, Davis's decision to not even discuss the offer left Hearn and his team in a difficult position. The refusal to engage in negotiations by Davis indicated deeper issues in making this fight happen. Hearn hinted at the possibility of underlying bad blood or personal animosities complicating the process. Hearn also touched upon the broader challenges in the boxing industry, where financial expectations and the commercial value of fighters play a crucial role. He pointed out that while there is a huge amount of money involved in a potential fight between Haney and Davis, the reality of boxing promotions often involves navigating through unrealistic financial demands and ensuring that the commercial value aligns with the fighter's expectations.
You know, these sort of numbers of 20 million and stuff like that, if that's not going to dangle a carrot. You know, and everyone tries to put Devin Haney down. You get this bullshit stuff from people like Leonard Ellerby saying the fight did 50,000 buys.
Furthermore, Hearn's comments suggested a frustration with the current state of boxing promotions, where narratives about a fighter's value and marketability can overshadow the sporting aspect. He criticized the tendency to downplay Devin Haney's value, emphasizing that Haney's ability to sell tickets and pay-per-views should not be underestimated. In case you're wondering, Tank responded to Bill Haney's $20 million offer and took a dig at him on social media. After Bill took to Instagram Live to talk about the lucrative offer, Tank figured out what Bill's game is, using him for clout-chasing purposes, talking about his fake $20 million offer to help increase the popularity of his son, Devin. Gervonta had already told Bill that if he was serious about wanting his son to fight him, he needed to contact his manager, Al Heyman, rather than talk on social media. Speaking of Eddie Hearn and his recent public statements about the difficulties in negotiating a fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby posted in a series of messages that their side holds all the cards and that offers cannot be made to Davis, as Tank commands the position of making offers based upon whatever he wants to do. One thing for certain, Ellerby posted on X, if Tank decides he wants to fight in Saudi, Tank will deal directly, and he damn sure won't have anything to do with it. Just like Hearn tried to insert himself in the Ryan fight, you see how that played out. Also, if Tank and Haney fight, the offer will come from Tank on his terms, and it will be made directly to them, and he won't have anything to do with it, that's for sure. Since that date, Tank has never talked about fighting Devin, and has only stuck to taking verbal jabs at him on social media. But why is a Devin versus Tank Davis fight the biggest fight ever? This potential clash is the kind of fight that boxing purists dream of and promoters salivate over. It's a rare convergence of talent, timing, and narrative that could elevate the sport of boxing to new heights. At the heart of this eagerly anticipated matchup are two of the most talented and charismatic fighters in the lightweight division. Davis, known for his devastating power and aggressive fighting style, has proven time and again that he can end fights with a single punch. Haney, on the other hand, is a master technician with a boxing IQ that allows him to dismantle opponents with precision and grace. The contrasting styles of these two fighters promise a chess match with explosive potential, where each will be tested like never before. Both Davis and Haney are not just fighters, they are brands. Davis brings a loyal fan base that spans beyond traditional boxing audiences, thanks in part to his knockout power and compelling personality. Haney, with his impeccable record and status as a champion, commands respect and attention from boxing aficionados and casual fans alike. The build-up to a fight between these two would be immense, fueled by social media exchanges, press tour antics, and the genuine bad blood that exists between them. This is the kind of fight that could transcend the sport, drawing in viewers who might not otherwise watch a boxing match. Beyond the financial implications and the spectacle, at its core, this fight is about legacy. Both Davis and Haney are at points in their careers where a victory would define their standing in the boxing hierarchy. For Davis, a win over Haney would silence critics who question his willingness to take on the best in the division. For Haney, defeating Davis would solidify his claim as the top dog in a crowded and competitive weight class. This fight is about more than belts. It's about proving who is the best lightweight in the world. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Tank will even fight Devin Haney? Also, how much will Tank earn if he fights Frank Martin? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.